that sometimes we're so eager to say yes that we end up harming the foster child because they might not be your right fit, and you end up giving a notice, and the social worker has to take the child to another foster home, therefore putting more trauma to the child than the child can bear.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep, I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you.
Hey y'all fam, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and be part of our YajFam. Well, let's get into this video. Foster placement. What is a foster placement? A foster placement is a child who's in need of foster care. Now this child can range from age 0, meaning newborn, all the way to their teen years. And not only their teen years, you can also be dealing with even teen moms. So foster children come with all sorts of backgrounds. They could either come from a sexual abuse, to substance abuse, to domestic violence. A foster child has seen it all sometimes and has gone through a lot of things. And it's our job and your job as a foster parent to save space for this foster child and keep them safe until they're ready to be reunited with their biological parents. Because at the end of everything, foster parenting is not like adopting. Foster parenting is all about reunification with their biological family. And I know you're probably thinking, but if they have went through all that, why would they be reunited with their family? Well, they're not just reunited so easily. Their parents go through hoops and loops in order for them to be reunified with their child. But until then, it's your job as a foster parent to keep that child safe. So let's talk more about placement. As a foster parent, you wait for that call. You became a foster parent for a reason. You wait and you wait for that call, that placement call that's going to be made by the social worker. They can call you in the morning, they can call you at night, they can call you while you're in the restroom, they can call you while you're at work. That call is not scheduled. That call can come at any time. And a lot of times as a foster parent, we're eager to say yes, yes, bring them over, yes, bring them over. However, as a foster parent, we have to be very careful with who we say yes to. For instance, you might be very good at taking care of little children. You might be very good at taking care of teens, but you might not have the stamina to take care of a young child, or vice versa. And the problem with that is that sometimes we're so eager to say yes that we end up harming the foster child because they might not be your right fit, and you end up giving a notice, and the social worker has to take the child to another foster home, therefore putting more trauma to the child than the child can bear. So as a foster parent, you need to make sure that you ask the right questions when you get that call. And what are those questions? Well, let me tell you what those questions are. Question number 1, you want to ask, how old are they? Yes, you want to ask how old are they. And why do you want to ask that? Because maybe your age range is from 0 to 4 and they're trying to give you a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. And you might want to say yes, but a 6-year-old is quite different than a 4-year-old. So that might not be what you're used to working with. Or they might want to give you a teenager and you're like, but I specifically asked to work with smaller children. Or they might want to give you a smaller child and you specifically asked to work with teens. So asking the age is very important because that's going to help you and it's going to help the child out as well. Remember, asking the age is very, very important. The second question you should ask is, do we know where the child is coming from? What do I mean by that? A lot of times a social worker might not have all the information that you might need or you might ask, but a lot of times they do. So you might want to ask, does this child come from sexual trauma? Does this child come from domestic violence? Does this child show any traits of aggression? You might want to ask all these questions because you need to be mentally prepared, so when that child is put into your home, you know exactly what you're working with. So it's very important to ask, do we know what this child has gone through? Do we know where this child is coming from? Like I said, many times they don't know the answer, but many times they do. So it's important to ask, because at the same time, if this child is coming from sexual traumas, you need to look out also for your children, because now you need to be aware, okay, this child has been through this, so I have to keep an eye on my children as well, just to make sure everyone is safe. So it's very important to ask and to know. The third question you might want to ask is, are they coming with anything? A lot of times when a child is moved from their home, they don't come with nothing. They don't have time to pack their little suitcase. They come with absolutely nothing. When you ask, are they coming with anything, and they tell you no, you already know, I'm gonna call my mom, I'm gonna call my sisters, I'm gonna call my friends. Hey guys, do you have any clothes you want to donate my foster child? It's important to ask. Very important to ask, because sometimes they don't even come with a toothbrush, and you don't want them to go to sleep without brushing their teeth. So it's very important to ask these questions. Are they coming with anything? Do they need a toothbrush? Do they have any shoes? Because a lot of times you could even get a newborn baby with just a plain diaper standing there in front of your door, ready to get placed in your home. So it's very important to ask, because you need to be ready at all times. As a foster parent, you have the right to ask. Do not forget to ask. There's so many questions you can ask, and it's important to do that. You have the right to ask. You also have the right to say no. Many times, like I said, foster parents are so eager to say yes, 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 that we end up hurting the child more when it's not the right fit. Because you might not know how to work with children that have aggressiveness, or with children that have, traumas. You might not know how to handle that, and they end up getting hurt in the end because you don't have the patience. It's very important to ask. And you have the right to say no. You're a foster parent. You have the right to say no. Not just because you're a foster parent, you're obligated to say yes. You can say, I'm sorry, I can't. You know what? No, I don't think I can. Or no, I don't think the age is right. Or no, I don't think I can work with children with sexual trauma. No, you have the right to say no, and it's okay. It doesn't make you a bad parent to say, a foster parent to say no, I can't. It's okay to say no. And like I said, these questions are going to help in the long run to find the perfect child that you can make a difference with in his or her life. So if you're interested in becoming a foster parent, I'm gonna leave the video I'm gonna link the video up on top for you to click our video on how to become a foster parent. Don't forget, I will be doing a series of this. So I have how to become a foster parent, placement, and my next video is visitations and how it looks like during COVID. There's a lot of things I want to share with you guys, along with my life in general and my love life and motherhood. So I'm so happy that you were able to stick around just to listen to my videos, and I hope that this was somewhat helpful to you. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, because every time you give me a thumbs up, it really helps me out. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video.